All right, after yesterday, President William Ruto officially opened the 8th Devolution Conference in the City of Champions, Eldoret in Uasin Gishu County. We now cross over to Simon Achola, who has been keeping tabs with what is currently happening today. Achola, Simon, over to you.
Indeed, we are still keeping tabs with what is happening here at this year's Devolution Conference that is actually underway at Eldoret Sports Clubs here in Uasin Gishu County. And of course, there have been a number of discussions since today. We had the Cabinet Secretary for ICT and of course line departments having a discussion on how, of course, they can leverage on IT in terms of ensuring that functions at the county level are actually fully functional, but also we are expecting the former Prime Minister and Opposition Chief Raila Amolo Odinga to step in from any time from now, and of course he'll be discussing matters devolution. He's been christened the father of devolution in the country, and of course people will be keen to listen on what he'll be stating about the gains that have actually been made in terms of devolution for the last 10 years, the challenges, and of course moving forward what needs to be done so that then of course this devolution can actually work. But as I speak to you right now, I am with His Excellency the Governor of Turkana County, who will be of course shedding more light on exactly what is happening. Of course, first his thoughts on devolution in the last 10 years, but also his thoughts on what needs to be done in terms of ensuring that devolution indeed can actually work for the people and more so marginalized communities in the country. Karibu Mheshimiwa. Just going straight into it, the last 10 years, of course, devolution has done quite a lot. And coming from a far-flung area like Turkana, you must be having a lot to say about devolution.
Okay, I want to take this opportunity first to appreciate the organizers of this devolution conference, starting with our COG and also the partners, many ambassadors, the Netherlands, the American, and others, including the Israeli ambassador. I think devolution was one of the best ideas ever thought by the Kenyan leadership and even the Kenyan people. Turkana County being one of the marginalized areas in Kenya, I think devolution has taken as a notch eye. Many years Turkana has always been in the pictures as a county prone of anger, a county that there is nothing really good to count. But now if you go to Turkana this particular time, devolution has really given us another face. And people now take us in a very positive manner, unlike before. We are doing very well on issues of health. In fact, even in terms of rating, if you visit, because I wish this was done in our county, so that you assess the infrastructure that we put in place, including the modern equipment, including even the availability of the medicine, the expansion of infrastructure across the vast area of Turkana County. On water, which has always been an issue, I think we are doing very well. If you go to Turkana and majorly even at our municipality areas, which previously had issues of water, poor management by Lowasco and others, people can give you a lot of good stories about what we have done in the 11 or even 1 year that we have served in this government. I think we have come here now to celebrate the achievement we've made in 10 years, which to me is paramount and so big. And we want even the leadership of Kenya, including even the President of the Republic of Kenya, to really support devolution. And I want to thank him because for the first time in history, our counties got the entire allocation that was expected for our counties for the first time. And every governor, every person in Kenya is so appreciative that how did it happen. It means the president really wants this time around to support devolution.
That's actually being done. But Governor, you've rightly put it that Turkana County is one of the initially marginalized counties in the country. But one debate that constantly keeps coming on the lips of the people is the fact that we keep relying on the national bread that comes from the national office, which is, of course, limited, that cannot satiate the appetite of each and every person in the country. The question that begs is that how then do we move forward to ensure that indeed we generate